Welcome to the launch of Up Next Durham, which is running upstairs. On behalf of SJ71, the town of Ajax and Startup Durham, we're pleased to have everyone here, so welcome. My name is Patrick Leiber. I'm the president of Startup Durham. Startup Durham is a volunteer-run community for entrepreneurs on a mission to build an inclusive culture of momentum and success in Durham region. We partner with the support organizations in Durham region to promote entrepreneurship through culture and technology. We live in an era of community. People and businesses are working collaboratively to solve much larger world problems. We rely on those around us for mentorship, resources, referrals, guidance, and friendship. Dynamic spaces like G-Center provide a catalyst for opportunities and can create collisions between brilliant minds to spark success. SJ71 and Mr. Rana have shown us true entrepreneurial spirit by rolling up their sleeves to bring this outstanding facility to Ajax. On behalf of Startup Durham Region, I'm proud to congratulate SJ71 on opening this unique space and honored to have this. I want to thank everyone who decided to spend this morning with us. Mayor Steve Parrish, MPP Joe Dixon. Is anyone here from Mark Holland's office? Mark Holland's here from Mark Holland. By himself. Timing, beautiful. Beautiful. We have Mayor Mitchell here from the town of Whitby. So your presence is very much appreciated. A heartfelt thanks goes out to the current tenants of G-Center, the early adopters who have seen the potential of what G-Center can provide businesses here. And last in my acknowledgements, SJ71 Limited team are humbled by the warm welcome that Durham Region has provided. While opening G-Center represents a momentous occasion for the company, it is just the first project in a series of developments that will impact Durham Region. Breaking ground in the spring, SJ71 is excited to announce that the old pump house on Water Street in Whitby will transform into the Joy of Whitby, a 10,000 square foot dining space. As well in 2018, SJ71 in a joint venture project with the Malhotra family, Hampton Inn and Suites will begin development at 100 Monte Court Street near the Ability Center. SJ71 would like to express its gratitude to Mayor Don Mitchell, Director of Community Peter LaBelle, and Sheila McGorry, Manager of Economic Development for the town of Whitby, for their unconditional support in those two projects. Thanks is also extended to GHD partners for their guidance and for taking care of the interests of SJ71. I'd like to welcome Mayor Steve Parrish for some remarks.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. I would like to acknowledge and welcome my council colleagues, Regional Councillor Sean Collier and Councillor Joanne Dye. I'd also like to acknowledge our Manager of Economic Development, Lisa House. First, a little bit of background. I've been in this town almost as long as Joe. Joe only outranks me in that regard because he's much, much older. But this building in its day was a Steinberg's. Does anybody remember Steinberg's? And when this opened as a new model grocery store, that had a drive up right out front where you could actually drive your car up, and the bag boys, because it was discriminatory in those days, it was just bag boys. Yeah. You put the bags in the trunk of your car, and this was just the height of convenience, and that was a long, long time ago. And of course, it's a reflective of the times that a lot of time has gone on, a lot of property in this town and in the region needs to be redeveloped and developed. and we need a vision for that, and we need really dynamic private sector entrepreneurs who can make us get that done. We can set the tone, we can set the vision, we can set the direction, but we have to have good private sector partners to actually take it from a concept to a reality. So I would really like to thank SJ71 and their associates for developing this center, which is also about two things that are very important to the town of Ajax, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of Mayor Mitchell of Whitby as well, very important to his community, that giving space and opportunities for startups, for entrepreneurs, for creative people to have space to build their building. And the other thing that's really, really important about this, the unemployment rate in this country is not that bad. The youth unemployment rate is bad, and we need to do something about it. We have all these talented, creative, wonderful young people who have spent years getting a college, a university degree, have gone into debt for that, and they need the opportunities to start their lives. They need the place, and they need the mentorship of the business community to give them that hands-on knowledge as to how this is done, how you transfer from academic knowledge into real-world experience and making things happen. We started up Next Ajax a few years ago. It took off. We had great participation from our business community to be those mentors, and now it's up Next Durham, now it's Startup Durham, and now it's moving on to the next phase, and we're very happy with that, and I want to thank Lisa and her team for getting this started, and the Board of Trade and their members and all the business community for making that happen. So I'm only going to speak for another hour and a half. But I really want to thank you all for coming out today. When I had this in my calendar, I thought, oh, we'll go over, we'll do a ribbon cutting, 15 minutes, there'll be a few people there. And I come in here, and like everybody that I've ever known since 1958 is here. And it's really good to see everyone. So thank you, and thank you for all these wonderful partners coming together, and we're looking for a great future. Thank you very much. Recognizing the G Center's grand opening today, I'd like to present it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Patrick, can you get closer? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Parrish. I'd like to invite MPP Joe Dixon up for some remarks.
Good morning, everyone. I am here with my, I jokingly say sometimes, my American Express card. My beautiful wife got it. And I'm glad Mark is here because I know how busy he is. And Steve, where did you go?
I'm a short person.
I have to tell you honestly, I really appreciate the compliment about a difference in age between the two of us. It's very, very close. It's only 5 years apart. And I'll tell you, I'm 104 years old. I can figure out Steve's age. Only he was much, much younger. And actually, very active, very progressive on new development in, as everybody is across the street in the municipality of the town of Ajax, and they do a great job. And I just wanted to think back a second, because I met Dr. Tarek Rana many months back, and there's something special about someone who comes from nothing and makes something of themselves. And this gentleman, of course, has a history in Calcutta. And if you know where poverty is, Calcutta is world renowned for its poverty. And yes, there was a Sister Teresa there who would help, who became Mother Teresa. And there's a little secret that you probably didn't know. In her as long as it's not me, the media can get away with anything. And in her Christian habit, she had a little pouch inside here. And she had candies in there. So every time a child came to her for a candy, very important lesson in life, she would pull out and give them one candy and say, now you can't come back for another week. I want you to find somebody who really needs help, and I want you to give them some help. And that transpired, and they would come back a week later, and they would tell Mother Teresa what had transpired, and she would give them another candy. Our friend here this morning comes from that area, been through it all, understands it, and just like Mother Teresa, who is now Saint Teresa of Calcutta, canonized as a saint and continues to go on in life until she passed away. But if there was one miracle over there, she allowed it to come over here, because this is going to become the first step of a miracle in Ajax, something we're very, very honored to be part of. And I know everybody here is waiting to see what happens next. And I'm not going to give any type of speech. What I would like to do is hear you from the province of Ontario. By the way, in reference to graduates getting jobs, I should tell you, the province of Ontario ranks first in this country when it comes to getting a job within the first 6 months, once they have their college or university degree. So we've come a long ways, and things are really happening. And where else could you sooner be than right here in downtown Ajax? Thank you very much.
I'll give it back.
You want my glasses too?
If you give me glasses,
Can you hold it back in front of you? Thank you. All right.
So would you mind one other little item? I'd like my wife to come in on
Sure, sure, absolutely. And just you straight too.
52 years.
52 years writing in.
Can I tell a little story?
Yes, absolutely.
When you mentioned Steinbergers, when we got married 52 years ago, I did my first shopping at this grocery store. I can still remember my buggy. It was piled high, including a roasting pan, because it was Thanksgiving. And the bill was $78, which was like $1,000 to me. It was. Yeah.
And she's worth every penny of it.
All right, look there, please. Yeah, sir, can you hold it black? Can you hold it black? There we go. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, one. Yeah. Okay, thank
call in for his remarks.
Well, thank you to Mr. Rana on this wonderful initiative. I want to say, actually, before I begin, we are also joined by Councillor Renwick Ashby. I want to say on behalf of Prime Minister Trudeau and myself how proud we are that you're making this undertaking. And you, perhaps more so than anybody else, understands the journey that entrepreneurship is about. And we celebrate it in our country, the people who go out on the limb and take risks to create new ventures and new initiatives. It's an engine for our economy and absolutely vital, but it has to begin somewhere, and it needs space. And this is what this space does. It gives the opportunity for people to start out and begin to take those first brave steps into creating something new. And I think what's so wonderful about this space is that the cross-pollination of ideas that can happen when different people who are starting off are beginning, and when they share space, it's amazing how when you talk to one another, ideas that are maybe in one place can help drive something somewhere else. So it's, and also to have the encouragement and to see somebody else starting out and fighting the same battle and trying to figure it out and trying to find the courage to go it alone, and how difficult that is. And I just want to say how profoundly important it is, how lucky we are that you're driving this initiative and we are to have this space. My first connection with this plaza actually goes to Joe, I worked on his 1995 campaign just 2 doors down. So I remember this space well as well. I had a little more hair at that point in time. But it's wonderful to see this opening in the heart of Ajax. It's really a state-of-the-art initiative and so important. And on behalf of myself, I just want to present a certificate to say thank you and congratulations.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Holland. I'd like to call up Don Mitchell, Mayor Don Mitchell, for some words.
Okay, well, this is a surprise. I don't actually do that many Ajax openings. But anyway, I really wanted to see this space. This is an important initiative here. It's a really important initiative in Whitby. And these folks, as was mentioned, are making some investments in our town and in our region. So there we are, and I'll be happier when it's actually next door. But congratulations to Steve and his council, his team, and Joe and Mark for all your help. This is a great thing.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Mitchell. And I'd like to invite Jacqueline Tanner, Director of Ajax Pickering Board of Trade, to present some remarks.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Ajax Pickering Board of Trade, it's a true pleasure to be here on your grand opening. As 2016 Business Person of the Year, I was thrilled to be part of your Asian fashion show and the $10,000 that was donated to Grandview. Business in Ajax and Pickering, we're truly delighted that you have made Ajax your place to locate, and we offer sincere congratulations, and we're even more proud to have you part of the Ajax Pickering Board of Trade. Well done.
Thank you.
Over here, please. Over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tanner. And finally, I'd like to turn everything over to Sharmila Pereira, Senior Advisor for SJ71, to lead us outside for the official ribbon cutting.
Good morning, everyone. Just to give you a little background, I think I'm one of the very first people who Rana knew in Canada. Apart from being senior advisor, I do immigration, and Rana was my client, and I have watched him as a new kid on the block with his struggles and rejoiced with him in his accomplishments, and I have to say I'm so proud of you. So a wise man once said, an occasion is as good as the people that attend it. And looking around at all of you here today, what an awesome occasion. Center is and will become an outstanding landmark in the town of Ajax, setting the trend towards a new way of doing business. One of the greatest assets in a city is its small to medium-sized businesses. G Center will create a hub for these small to medium-sized business entrepreneurs to thrive and grow together with motivated, similar-minded people. It is our intention to eliminate the need for unhealthy competition among small business people. Together, we are stronger will be the most quoted statement at G Center. It will become the place to network, make contacts, and work together. This is the vision of Mr. Charak Rana, and without his hard work day and night, this place would never be a reality. I would like to take this opportunity to not only thank you all for coming out, but to mention a few people who have been key to the establishment of this center. David from McCann Fashion and Decor, Bill from Dimitrov Outdoor Advertising, Mike from Baron Heating and Air Conditioning, Owen from One Source Retail Contracting, Jessica and Miss Emil from KRG Insurance Brokers, Samir, Big Sam Enterprises, Jazz, Akita Furniture, Nuri, Hellman Kebab House, Sam from S Solutions, Patrick, Greg, Aaron, and Trevor of Clear Vision, Pat, Frank, Jane, Colin, and Janine from Startup Durham, Daniel Kapansky, our architect, Eric Nijat, our planners from GHD, Steve Edward, Bryce Jordan, and Harish Wadwani, Lisa, Andrew, Jude, and Nadia from the town of Ajax, Chris Pereira, Profile Cabinetry and Millworks, Brad, Roofing Repair Done Right, John Nyanaseka from Printing Icon, Chef Jeannie, where are you? For making this wonderful breakfast and being a part of G Center. Garth Greenwald from Kailash Associates and Neil from Vijay Sundaran Associates are lawyers. Ronald from Steen, Jim Whitty, and Anita Whitty. We are also honored to have with us today Danny Grumnopoulos. Is he here? No, Vice President of Business Development, Shoeless Joe, and Mr. Michael Lublin, former Vice President of MTY Group. Which is a $2 million company, and he's now Managing Director of Visual Communications, one of Canada's premier interior design firms. Leo Pugh, Director of Ability Center. A very special thanks to two families without whose support and guidance this journey would be impossible for SJ71. Malhotra family, Suresh, Anju, and Shan. And the other here, Sal? No. Sal, Maria, and Tony. Last but not least, the SJ71 team who have worked tirelessly to bring this company up to what it is today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to now go outside, just to step outside for a minute for the ribbon cutting ceremony, led by Mayor Steve Parrish.
All right, okay.
It is a big group.
I'm not going to do this until you've all got your pictures, right?
Yes, sorry.
Right.
But I'm going to suddenly do it very quickly. Is everybody up with the picture that should be?
Surely somebody can send me a copy of this.
Joanne, do you want? Oops, sorry. Do you want me to take your stuff?
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right beside Jacqueline there. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Everybody looks okay.
Is it possible I can get a picture? Excuse me. Can I squeeze in? Sorry.
Okay.
Let's go. Ready? Here we go.
Okay, so big group so we can take picture in sections.
Smile. Are we all good?
Yeah.
We're all getting the same photo.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. I declare the G Center officially open.
Thank you.